Hi Scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel. Virginia here, and I'm back with a new layout that I actually created some time ago, and only now I'm finally editing the video and recording the voiceover. I wanted to use this gorgeous PEACOCK file designed by Paige Evans, and I decided to bake it mimicking somehow the real colors of the peacock feathers. So I'm going to use various shades of blue, green, and some pink and purple and green, yellow. Of course, it is not going to be accurate, but yet close to reality. Instead of cutting the inside of each piece that forms a feather, I'm actually going to layer them one behind the other, as you can see now. This makes the process of baking the cut file a bit faster, and in addition gives more dimensions to the silhouette. This is the first feather, and now I'm going to repeat the process with every single feather. Again, the center, and then I will proceed with the outer pieces. I'm really loving how this is turning out, but even though it's beautiful already, I want to add a bit of sparkle to the peacock. So I'm going to add sequins. Instead of simply gluing them, I'm going to stitch them, because I think that the effect is much more interesting and beautiful. Now I will try to show you how I'm going to create these chains of sequins. You can see that I have already one attached along the neck of the peacock. Basically, I make a loop around the sequin, passing twice through the hole. Then I keep this loop on the side, and I pass the thread below it so that I make a knot. Actually, if you don't do so, the sequins will just stack one on top of the other, and this is not what we want, of course. We want to create a real chain. So now I'm going to zoom in so that you can see better the step. So, first of all, make the thread pass through the hole, make a loop around the sequin, keep it external on the side, as you can see, and then make the needle pass below this loop so that you get a knot on the side. And then again to the next. I will show you a couple of times more how I did. By the way, I'm sure that other people are able to do this better. This is not professional. I just figured it out myself how to do it, and it worked, so I thought I could share it with you guys. Third time, the loop, the thread on the side, and then I go through again with the needle and I create a knot. Going on this way, I create chains of sequins, and then in order to fix them, I use another thread, because basically I don't want the chain to go straight. I want to follow the curved edge of the feathers. So I use another thread, and I fix it in a few points along the chain, just with a loop around the thread of the chain, and that's it. I did already a first point, and now another stitch here, and I think I will do a third one, and then I will secure the thread on the back with a knot, and with also some washi tape, so that I'm sure that I'm not going accidentally to break my thread. I'm going to repeat this on each and every feather. And this is the result. I really love how this turned out. It's really sparkling and beautiful. So now I'll set aside my peacock and I'm going to work on the background. I'm using white textured cardstock and I'm prepping it with clear gesso because I want to make some mixed media on the background, and I want to be able to add water without breaking it. And also the gesso allows me to move the paint thanks to the water. So first of all, I'm creating some texture with a stencil and a white modeling paste. So I'm going to create these arrow shapes on the background, and I'm not being very precise. Actually, the third time I'm going to do it, I even keep the stencil a bit crooked, so anyway, it's fine, it's not a big deal. While the modeling paste is drying out, I'm going back to the peacock because I want to add a little detail to make it even more beautiful. I'm actually going to glue these colorful pom-poms in the center of each feather, on the crest, and in the center of the eye. I love the texture and extra dimension that these pom-poms add to the cut file. So now I think that it's really beautiful, the way I wanted it. It's gorgeous. Okay, so back to the background. This is the way I want to arrange the peacock in my picture. But now I have to make some mixed media. So first of all, I'm coming in with distress oxides because basically I want to bring to the background the colors that I have in the peacock. So I'm going to use different shades of of blue, green, yellow, and even some pink. I'm starting with a dry blending tool, as you can see, but I will soon add water and dilute the paint and mix and match the colors. Now it's adding a little bit of green. And you see the blue looks too dark, so I will go back to it in a few seconds to tone it down. Okay, so I'm coming in with water so that I can actually activate the paint and move it. You see, with the brush I can already soften up the paint and mix the colors. I'm going to spend some time on this background, actually adding color and water until I reach a point where I'm satisfied. Here I'm adding some Heidi Swap color shine in blue, lime green, and golden. And then I will absorb the excess with some towel. Still, I'm not happy with the background, so I will keep working on it. In particular, this blue looks too dark and bold, so I'm going to tone it down, covering it a little bit with white gesso. I started with my finger, but then I'll continue with the palette knife. And not only actually on the blue, but a little bit everywhere. And what I really like that in this way the stencil design pop up again, since the gesso is sitting on top of the designs in relief. So now we can again see them much better. But still not finished. Checking again and then going back to the distress sides because I want to add more color, some lighter blue, some more green. I'm mixing different colors, using a little bit of the packaging technique. More water so that I can dilute and move the paint again. I'm having fun, actually. This is a very fun process. And a little bit more of a brighter yellow, and I even added some pink, as you can see. Still working. I will get there at some point. Okay, so now the background, I'm quite happy with the background, and I'm adding this strip of striped paper, which has these rainbow colors that are actually echoing the colors that I already have in the rest of the layout. For my photo, I want to stack a few layers of paper behind it. So I'm using some cut apart cards and some paper scraps. I will use also a scrap of the same paper as the one of the stripe on the side, this colorful one. Now I'm arranging them, and I'm going to set the picture partially below my peacock. I'm also using half of this little frame as a layer, and I'm going to also include these lovely stickers, which are actually colorful peacock feathers, so are perfect for this project. This is a set by Stico, which includes peacocks and peacock feathers. And I'm creating a little cluster on the bottom right corner. Here I'm using the other half of the frame, one of these cute peacocks, and even a flare button. I love flare buttons. Now it's time to glue things down. Of course, I'm raising the peacock with adhesive foam because I want to give it more dimension. And then I'll glue down my picture, the stickers, and all the different elements. Let's go on with the other parts, the strip on the side, the little cluster. I'm adding also a flare button on the close to the picture. Now my layout is almost done. I miss only the title, which is going to be Shades of Blue, because I don't know if you can see that in the picture I have a few blue locks of hair, which are actually also matching very well my clothes. So this inspired my title, besides the shades of blue in the peacock feathers as well, of course. So my layout is finished. I really love how it turned out, and I hope you like it too. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video. Bye bye!